Island hopping around the Cyclades, but with a twist.
Welcome to cabin number 2. Yamas!
Yamas!
Whoop, whoop.
We have spent our first night on the Galileo.
The cute little town of Poros. Goodbye to Poros, and we're making our way to Spetses.
Yamas, this really is the best table.
Yamas!
Good morning from Athens, the capital of Greece. It is a beautiful, beautiful day today. We actually got the ferry back from Naxos to the capital last night for one incredibly important reason. We are going island hopping around the Cyclades, but with a twist. We're not doing ferries from island to island. We're not doing a great big cruise ship exploring the islands. We are going on a boutique vessel for the next 8 days. Before we go, one last Freddo cappuccino. Wow, that is so good. We literally stayed in the port last night.
Thank you. A super quick taxi ride, and we've made it to one of the many marinas that surround the Poros area. We actually stayed on the port side so we could see all the different marinas around. Didn't even know it existed, but we're actually doing the Jewels of the Cyclades cruise with Variety Cruises, and now all we need to do is find our vessel. That wasn't hard to find. Let's get cruising on the Galileo.
Hello. Should we leave our chase it?
Okay, amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Book the plane.
Yamas.
Yamas! Welcome to the Galileo. We are up on the second deck. There's a couple of upper decks. I'm excited to tour around the vessel, and we do really need to show you our room. We have a quick welcome drink. I'm excited to be cruising. Welcome drinks drunk, and it is now time to show you around our cabin. Welcome to cabin number 2. I can't believe it. It's much bigger than I expected. Welcome, come in, have a look. It is unbelievable. We have a TV, a double bed, the wooden style I love. I think it's the theme with the motor sailor, as that is the style of boat or ship that we are on. We have a big bathroom, surprisingly, with a shower, hairdryer, everything you need. And behind here is a little porthole that looks out. I love it.
As we are on the upper deck, we sort of get this ginormous balcony, and we get a much bigger porthole to look out while we're sailing from island to island. It has an old-fashioned beauty, it really does. And over the next 8 days, we are hoping to head to numerous islands. Weather dependent, we should be going to the likes of Santorini, Mykonos, and some hidden gems along the way. But before we set sail, we need to show you the rest of this ship.
We are definitely claiming this balcony as ours, and we actually are letting the captain share it, as the captain's next door to us, so the captain can share our bit of the balcony. We are so nice, but we have one deck above us, which is the Santorini deck. We are on the Antigua deck, and below us is the dining room and the meet and greet area.
Did you notice?
What?
Did you notice that our deck is the deck with the bar?
It was meant to be.
Thank you so much.
Yamas!
Yamas!
Whoop, whoop. Let's cruise.
This is lovely. We get a sail away cocktail as we leave the coast of Athens and head towards the island. This is apparently the flavours of Greece. It smells really, really strong. It is really, really strong. There is a lot, a lot of ouzo in there.
What are they? Please do it.
Do the chorizo. The chorizo is so good.
What's the chorizo? Ready?
You are most welcome to try it again. Okay?
So good.
Love this. This is all on our floor. We've got the little bar, we've got our sail away drink, and we've got canapes. This one is the chorizo and cream cheese.
Vegetable spring rolls. The sun has just set behind us. We're up on the top deck. The sky is pink, it's beautiful. We're sailing on to Poros right now, and I think we can actually go and have our dinner whilst we're sailing. Perfect, thank you very much.
It's actually a 4-course meal that we're having this evening, and the nostalgia is real, as for the second course we are having a soup with the Naxian potatoes, which we are somewhat experts of.
Time for my favourite meal of the day, a cheesecake.
Good morning guys, from Poros here in the Sironic Islands in Greece. We have spent our first night on the Galileo and I slept so well. We arrived here just after dinner and we actually have a couple of hours this morning to explore this unknown island, only known to Greek tourists.
We are set up for the day. We've had our breakfast on board and luckily we are pulled up right opposite the town.
There is our bed. There is the town. It's
so cool, but Poros is actually made up of 2 islands. There's a bridge connecting the 2. It's apparently the perfect day trip from Athens, and also it's a great stop off before you hit the Cyclades. So we better explore the cute little town of Poros.
This isn't a good idea after breakfast, but we're heading up above the town.
These views are amazing. It was well worth the morning steps that we had to put in.
It was only about 5 minutes, to be fair. It was easy.
It was so easy, but honestly the views are insane. You can see Galileo, our little motor sailor, behind us, and behind Matt is the clock tower, which you can actually see from most points, and it's been here since 1927, I believe. So it's pretty old. Over there you can see the mainland behind me. Over there is the other island, but
just the
I
best
would not
views.
have expected this up here, since it only took 5 minutes.
It's so unique how this clock tower sits right on top of this rock face, and you can climb up it. Well, I'm not sure you're meant to climb up it. You get views with the Greek flag overlooking the whole island and peninsula. Wow. Unfortunately, the clock tower is closed this morning. How beautiful are these streets?
They're unbelievable. They're just below the clock tower, and it's sort of built on like a hill, so there's a lot of steps, but they're all so stunning. Less whitewashed and more like creamy and white coloured.
Orange thatched roofs.
The orange thatched roofs, not what you'd expect in Greece. Hello. What are your famous sweets?
These are, it's almond, flour, water and honey.
And how do you say it? Amythalota.
Can we get some, please? Two, please. Thank you.
We couldn't leave Poros without trying the amythalota, which are apparently almond macaroons. You can see them making it out there, where they're just like, I don't really know what it is, like squished almonds, and then they roll it in flour, and they've been doing it since 1976.
You can literally watch the family making it. It's so cool.
It is so cool, but this is what they look like, and I can't really describe it, so I just have to eat it. Wow, so fragrant, very sweet. You've got the crunchy little bits of nuts in there. Not as a macaroon I would think it, but very, very good. And they were €1.50 I think for 2, which I don't think is that bad.
I love this. There's so many bars and restaurants around the marina front. Greece just do tourism
so well.
Just so well. And if you come during the week, you practically get the whole place to yourself, because all the locals from Athens come at the weekend for day trips. But I need to try one of these before we jump on the Galileo. It's right behind us. Shortest walk ever. This is going to be messy.
I know, the ice and sugar just goes everywhere. Can you describe them? I couldn't describe them.
fragrant.
That's the only
taste
way.
Like rose.
Yeah,
like flower.
I think it's almond flour, and I think that's what it tastes like.
It's really, really good.
Back on the Galileo. Goodbye to Poros, and we're making our way to Spetses.
We are literally feasting this afternoon as we sail to the next destination. We have a full buffet barbecue lunch, and there is just so much going on. We've decided to come back up to the top deck and sit on the sunbeds because the weather is amazing. We've got souvlaki, we've got tzatziki, we've got nachos, we've got guacamole, we've got pasta, we've got... What else have we got?
Everything.
There is a lot going on. We also have, I think this is like a Greek spicy sausage. It's so good. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Welcome to Spetses.
I ate way too much souvlaki at that barbecue, but we have pulled into the island of Spetses, which is another one of the Sironic Islands. It's also known as the island of perfume because they used to grow so many herbs here, but I don't really get it. I can't really smell anything, but we do have the afternoon and most of the evening to explore this beautiful, beautiful island that has such unique architecture.
So it turns out there's no actual vehicles on here, only horse and cart. How cool is that?
I feel like we should have jumped in one. Everyone's flying past us.
We actually got dropped off at the new port, and supposedly most of where it's happening is at the old port. So it's like a 20-minute walk supposedly, but I really do feel like we could have got on one of them because they are overtaking us.
This is perfect.
This seat was made for us.
It's the only one that's out in the sun. It's like on its own little island
rock.
here. Yamas, this really is the best table.
Yamas, it really is. We've made it to the old port and it is so peaceful. Beautiful, tranquil. We've come into Tarsanas, I believe, and we have Fix, which is €6, slightly more expensive, but it is very quiet. I think because it's not a weekend and because it is nearly November, it's definitely coming into the quieter winter months, and that's why we've managed to bag the best table.
The table on the rock.
Table on the rock.
You've got the whole restaurant, and then just you on your. You look crazy on the rock.
If I lean the wrong way, I'm going straight in. I need to stay this side.
We ended up sitting there for far too long. Time just passed us by. We watched the sunset and we've quickly grabbed a taste of Greece pizza to take back to the Galileo, as we don't need to leave until midnight as we head towards the Cyclades. Smells good.
Good morning from somewhere beautiful here in the Cyclades. That Greek pizza was so needed. Last night we picked up a pizza from our local takeaway, and it was just perfect coming back and sitting on the boat. It was pretty much what we needed. It's one thing we love is that we are going to get some overnight stays, which basically means that you can go out, grab your dinner, watch sunset, get some drinks. Some days it might be your lunch, so you do get to explore places. You are half board on here, so you get your breakfast and then you get your lunch or your dinner. They work it around the itinerary, so it all works really, really well. And Poros and Spetses were two places that we weren't expecting to go and visit. Very quaint, very cute. Can only imagine how busy they get in the peak season, so it was lovely to visit right now. And we have such a small group, which means you're not rushed. You really do get the time to explore places. There's only like 24 rooms on here, so it's such a nice and personable experience and a really great way to see the Cyclades. We're honestly so excited. We have some amazing places coming up, ones that we couldn't wait to come and visit. We're actually currently heading to Paros, which will be our next destination, and the sun is shining. We've been really lucky with the weather. I'm not going to jinx it. I know that everyone's going to ask about the Wi-Fi, so yeah, you can buy a package. Your phone might work out here, but you can buy a package, and I'm using it right now. It works very, very well. So all you need to know basically. But yeah, amazing way to see the Cyclades, amazing way to see some islands that we weren't expecting. Cannot wait to get to Paros, so we will see you in the next one for when we explore Paros.